Welcome to the Vietnamese Poetry, Literature channel. Today we will listen to the work, Binh Ngo Dai Cao, by author Nguyen Tri. Let's listen. Ever heard? The act of kindness consists in keeping the people at peace. The military accepts punishment first and worries about eliminating violence. Like our Dai Viet country from before, having claimed a long-standing civilization, mountains, rivers, and lands have been divided. North and South customs are also different. From Tru, Din, Li, and Tran, many generations built independence. Along with Han, Tang, Song, and Yuan, each side is strong in its own direction. Although strength and weakness are sometimes different, there are always heroes and geniuses. So that Lu Gong was greedy for success and failed. Tru Tiet likes to be great and must perish. Kua Ham Tu captured Toa Du alive. Bok Dang River killed Oma. The past is considered, the evidence is still recorded. Last, the Ho family is troublesome. Let the people feel resentment in the country. The crazy Ming army took advantage of the opportunity to cause trouble. Evil people still sell their country for glory. Roasting the proles on a ferocious fire. Bury the red one down in the tunnel of disaster. There are thousands of ways to lie to God and deceive people. Making enemies and holding grudges for decades. Humanity destroys the whole world. Heavy taxes clean the mountains. People are forced into the sea to search for pearls, but instead of sharks, they are bored. People were taken into the mountains to pan for sand and find gold, but were miserable in the deep forest and the poisonous water. Scooping up produce, catching birds to return, hiding in nets. Harassing people, catching black deer traps, placing traps everywhere. Destroying all species of insects and plants, narrow the child instead of the poor widow. One opens his mouth, the other shows his teeth, the fat and blood are full and not yet satisfied. Today we build a house, tomorrow we build land, which hands and feet will serve us well? Heavy with troubles, ruined the whole loom farming profession. How cruel, Nam Sun bamboo does not record all the crimes. How dirty, Dong Hai water doesn't wash away the smell. Can heaven and earth forgive? Who said the subjects could endure it? I am here. Lam Sun mountain rises up. The wilderness takes refuge. Contemplating a great enemy. How great is it? Hate the enemy and swear not to live together. Heartbreaking pain, lingering for more than 10 years. Taste the honey of the thorns. Must it be 1 or 2 early in the evening? Forgetting to eat because of anger, strategy and thinking become clear. Thinking about it so far, Hung Vu should consider it more carefully. The restlessness in dreams, just wondering about one thing. Just when the banner of righteousness rose, right when the enemy is strong. Again because Tuong is like a star in the morning, talent is like autumn leaves, wandering without a supporter, where only evil people rarely discuss, with a heart to save the country, still eager to move east, the chariot that prays for kindness and care is always reserved on the left side. So that looking at people, people are even more absent, as dark as looking at the ocean. As for us, we must dedicate ourselves and be more hasty to save drowning people. Partly because of anger at enemies, partly because of worries about the country's difficult fortunes. When Lin Sun's salary ran out for several weeks, at the time of Khoi Huyen, the army did not have a team. God tests your heart to give you great destiny. We try our best to overcome difficulties. People of all 4 worlds, one house, erect a bamboo pole and a fluttering flag. Soldiers have a father and son's heart, mixing river water and drinking sweet wine. The situation is extraordinary, using the weak to fight the strong, use ambush troops, take few enemies, take many. Completely good. Bringing great justice to overcome cruelty, use kindness to replace violence. The Battle of Bo Dang was filled with thunder and lightning. Tra Lan region split fly ash bamboo. Morale was high. The army is stronger. Tran Tri and Sun though lost their minds when they heard it. Lian and Phuong Chin held their breath to escape. After a long victory, our Tay Kin army recaptured, recruiting troops to attack. The old land of Dong Du was reclaimed. Nin Kiu's blood flows into a river. The smell drifts thousands of miles. Tat Dong's corpses are piled high inside, dirty for thousands of years. Happy heart of the enemy, Tran Heap had to be beheaded. A treacherous enemy, Li Luong also had to give up his life. Vong Thong removed the danger, but the fire burned even brighter. Ma An saved the battle, but our army became even more enthusiastic. Hands down waiting for defeat, the enemy has exhausted his wits and strength. If you don't fight, if you give up, I'm here to punish you. Who would have thought that he was still scheming and even accused himself of causing injustice? Holding one person's opinion, inflicting trouble on many others, take advantage of fame for a while, to laugh for the whole world. Therefore, the boy Tuyen Duk mobilized his troops non-stop. You cowards Tan and Thang brought firefighting oil. In September, Lu Thang brought troops from Cao An to pull back. That year, October, Mok Tan divided his way from Van Nam. I had previously dispatched my troops to be dangerous and cut off the vanguard. Later, he sent generals to block the road, cutting off food sources. On the 10th day of the 8th month, at the Battle of Kai Lang, Lu Thang was defeated. On the 20th, at the Battle of Ma Yen, Lu Thang lost his head. On the 25th day, Earl Luang Min was defeated and died. On the 28th day, Minister Li Khan and his successor committed suicide. With the momentum, I used my knife to attack. The enemy turned their spears to fight. More troops surrounded the city on all four sides. Wait until mid-October to destroy the enemy. A good soldier is picky and aggressive. I choose the one who claws his fangs. Swords are sharpened on stone, and mountain stones are also worn away. Elephants drink water, the river water dries up. One fight, no surprises. Fight 2 battles and destroy all birds and animals. The strong wind blew away the dry leaves, the ant nest collapsed and the dike collapsed. Admiral Thoi Tu dragged his knees and offered his apology. Minister Hoang Phuc tied his hands to surrender. Lang Jiang and Lang Sun, corpses piled up on the roads. Zhang Jiang, Bin then, blood flows red in the water. How terrible. The reputation must change, how sad. Eclipses to dim light. Being blocked by us at Lawa, the Yunnan army was filled with fear and suspicion. Hearing that Thang lost at Can Tram, Mok Tan's army ran against each other to escape. Lan Khao stream, blood flows down the stream, the river chokes with tears. Dan Exa citadel, corpses piled up into mountains, the grass inside was soaked with black blood. The 2 armies of rescuers were devastated, they couldn't turn back in time. The enemy soldiers of the cities were in dire straits, taking off their armor and surrendering. The enemy general was imprisoned, like a hungry tiger wagging his tail to beg for his life. The gods do not kill, but in heaven's heart, we open the way to love and live. Ma Ky and Phuong Chin provided 500 boats. They reached the sea and still lost their souls. Vong Thong and Ma An distributed several thousand horses and returned to the country with their hearts beating and their legs trembling. They were greedy for life and afraid of death but were truly filial. It's better if we take the whole army, let the people rest. Not just a magical plan. Also never seen before. From now on, the society will be stable. Jiang Sun from here on innovates. Be smart and then cut loose. Nyat Wei repented and then became clear again. Thousands of years of humiliation are clean. Forever and ever, solid peace. Oh, also thanks heaven and earth for the sacred ancestors' silent support, alas. A velvet robe of victory, so the success has been glorious for thousands of years. The 4 seas are peaceful, promulgate renewal everywhere. Report from near and far, everyone is good. At the end of the work, please support me with the like button and subscribe to the channel to listen to more works.